It's Wednesday, it's Wednesday, it's Wednesday, it's Wednesday. It's a day of weddings. Well, that was nice, wasn't it? It sounded like it was in the room, but obviously, like it wasn't. That was me song for Wednesday. Have a guess what it's called? Some of you initiated out there might know. And might know who it's by. And you know, if you want to send us a little comment and say, I bet it's, and guess who it is, you can have a little quiz yourself. And like, you know, you can win your own Mars bar. Because like, how am I going to send it to you? You're just listening to us. Anyway, that's my Wednesday song. Oh, I might have given it away. I might have just given it away. I'm about to burp. I do apologise. Right. Going to try and get this down to half an hour. I've been saying this like since Monday, but you know what I mean. Like, let's get popping. How you gone? How's tricks? Midweek? We're nearly there. Weekend's almost upon us. You bunch of scabby rats. It's the 11th of November. So I hope wherever you were today at 11 o'clock, you had your 2 minute silence, paid a little respect to those who've died in war, on every side, civilian or armed forces. And especially if you've got relatives who, you've lost to these strange deeds humans keep doing. Yeah, so I did mine this morning, a little bit of a think. Bit of a weird one, because I know people who are in the armed forces, and like I've said before, I might know people who've carked it. I don't know yet, because I've met that many when I was in cadets training in different camps with people from all over the country, like, you never know. Anyway, moving on. News today has been a little bit slow. It's mainly just an extension from yesterday, which you're always going to get, a little bit of overspill. But it's kind of funny today. Gordon Brown and John Major, the two almost rans. Major followed Thatcher and Brown followed Blair. It's quite odd how similar both they are. And both Blair and Thatcher were, isn't it? It's quite similar. It's quite humorous. But they've come out today and had a go at George Osborne, which is always a good thing, especially when it's a Tory grandee, which John Major is now, over the austerity measures and the family tax cuts and stuff. They're just gone, hey man, fucking the country up. And he is. And he doesn't care. But we all know that, peeps, don't we? Us out here in the real world. But finally, it's dawning upon people. It's put Gordon Brown in quite a unique position for once. Because before, when Corbyn was just running for the leadership election and running for the win and looking good, looking odds on, he was out there with the old cronies going, if you vote him in, he doesn't know what he's talking about, he doesn't know what he did. So now we're in a weird position where he's now in agreement with Jeremy Corbyn. So he's either seen the light, which I doubt, he's got a dodgy eye, I didn't mean to say that, can't help that, or he's realising, hold on, because he's not thick. He's a very intelligent man. Maybe out of touch, but he's not thick like David fucking Cameron. Can't wait to get onto him. He might have at least gone, hang on, Corbyn's been pushed into this position and voted for. It's not like we've had to go courting votes. It's like this, when you're under a winner, you're under a winner. If people come to you, you're under a winner. If you've got to go and fish for votes and pick up scraps behind fucking someone else, you're doing more work than you need to. And if Labour are smart, they're going to go with Corbyn and back him. And like I said yesterday, and I've said many times before, if they're not going to back him, they're pretty much odds on they've got something to hide, because he's squeaky clean. So squeaky clean that he went and met the Queen. Hey, that's a good rhyme. He went and met the Queen today to be sworn in as part of the Privy Council, and the press were like, is he going to go back on his principles and kneel down and This is the thing, the Privy Council, you never really know what's going to happen anyway. And he said before going in, he's not going to kneel when pressed by the press. And the Queen really doesn't give a shit. It's not protocol just to kneel. Apparently John Prescott had to hop to her on one foot. And from what we can determine, he's probably gone in and just kissed her hand, which is a nice thing to do anyway, isn't it? But to be honest, the Queen won't give a shit. She'll be like, oh, what the fucking... She'll be laughing at us peasants for making an issue out of it. You know what I mean? She'll be like, it's not even... just a bit of respect and an initiation. But he's part of the Privy Council now, which, for all of those people who think he's a threat to society and all that stuff, he can't very well be a threat now, because he now knows as much as everybody else who is in the Privy Council. And the Privy Council affords you privileges and rights to information about threat. So if there's a threat to national security, a threat to Great Britain, he's going to be aware of it. And you're hard pushed not to be aware of it these days anyway. But he's going to have the inside knowledge, as much knowledge as the Prime Minister. So now it becomes more of the only difference you'll find now is the way they go about things, knowing what they know. But, that's just the way. That's it. So he's if anything, the people who were saying, "Oh, Corbyn's a threat to national security," now they should either shut the fuck up, otherwise they'll look stupid, or you might as well say, "Well, the Queen's a threat to national security because she's let him in the Privy Council." It's bollocks. She's not a threat to national security. And that's that. Sorted. No more funny about. Now we can get down to business. Cameron. This either displays how extremely out of touch he is, or just he can't be this stupid. If he's this stupid, well, I want to tell you in a second. If he's this stupid, he is our George W. Bush. He's written a letter to his local council. Yep, he's written a letter to his local council in Oxfordshire, moaning, like complaining about services and the lack of services to his community. And it's a conservative, obviously, it's a conservative council as well, which, kudos to the council, have replied, basically, if you hadn't cut all of our fucking money, you'd have had the services. And he said, basically, his reply was, you should learn how to trim your stuff better and get rid of certain properties and sell your property off and trim your staff so you're working more efficiently. And the reply again from them was, we've already done that fucking ages ago. We're fucked, and you fucked us. And this is a conservative Prime Minister in a conservative constituency corresponding with a conservative council who think he's a bell end. Got his finger on the button. He's got his finger on the button. I wouldn't literally trust him to put his finger on his own button doing his fucking flies up. He's as thick as two fucking piles of shit. Anyway, but that tells you what the Eton boys get up to. Yes, it's an amazing school. They all come out with amazing grades. Come out with. That doesn't mean they actually learn anything and earn them. It's privilege. It's money. It's a charity. Did you know that? Did you know Eton was a charity? You know where people pay hundreds of thousands to educate the kids. It's also got charitable status, so it doesn't pay tax. Eton, the one, that struggling school, fucking hell. What a lovely country we live in, isn't it? Isn't it? They're just the greatest. I'm proud to be British every day, me. I wake up every morning smelling the sunshine blaring through the trees and fills me bosom with pride, this fucking country. Anyway, nationalism, isn't it hilarious? Talk. I don't want to kick off too much about talk because without talk you wouldn't be listening to this, folks, because they provide my Wi-Fi. However, that hack, the 15-year-old who tore them a new arsehole on the website security, it cost them 35 million quid. But don't worry, folks, it won't dent the profits, which suggests how much fucking profit were they making? And when